The stealth game, one of gaming's most revered and frustrating pastimes. Welcome to WatchMojo.com, and today we'll be counting down our picks for the top 10 video game stealth franchises. For this list, we'll be counting down what we consider to be the greatest stealth franchises in video game history. We'll only be looking at franchises as a whole, meaning that the series will have to have more than one entry. Games without a sequel, despite how stellar they may be, will not be included. Number 10, The Chronicles of Riddick. Encompassing two games, Escape from Butcher Bay and Assault on Dark Athena, the Chronicles of Riddick franchise proves that tie-in games are not always terrible, just 99% of the time. These games act as a prequel to Pitch Black, the first entry in the Riddick movie franchise, and they contained some of the most rewarding and best-looking stealth gameplay on consoles at the time, complete with state-of-the-art graphics, brutal violence, and a surprisingly decent performance from Vin Diesel himself. These games perfectly blended stealth, shooting, and fighting into one unique package. Number 9, Assassin's Creed. Okay, so while the stealth elements on hand in this franchise might not be as robust as some of the other entries on this list, there's no denying that the Assassin's Creed games have had a huge impact on gaming as a whole. The stealth gameplay is nonetheless engaging, complete with multiple paths in which you can approach the objective and a functioning blending system, allowing you, a very obviously clad assassin, to blend in with regular citizens as you walk away from a bloody corpse. The game's historic settings are always unbelievably detailed as well, ranging from Renaissance Italy to Victorian England to 18th century Caribbean. By blending diverse gameplay and beautiful locales, these games have earned their reputation as some of the most memorable of the 7th generation.
Best, may it never change.
And may it never change us.
Number 8, Sly Cooper.
Better close those furnace doors. Jump and press the square button. That'll slam them shut.
A PlayStation exclusive series, the Sly Cooper games follow the adventures of, Sly Cooper and his gang of thieves called the Cooper Gang, as they steal various objects around the world, all in an absolutely gorgeous and finely detailed film noir comic book art style. If that art style itself doesn't win you over with its unique beauty, the complex level design certainly will, as the games expertly combine platforming with stealth elements. While the games may be a tad short, they were nonetheless beautiful, challenging, and above all else quite fun. Number 7, Dishonored. A series that rewards player creativity and experimentation. Dishonored follows the adventures of Corvo Attano as he attempts to clear his name from one assassination the only way he knows how, by assassinating more people. Yeah, revenge, baby.
What did you do with young Lady Emily, traitor?
By emphasizing player choice and agency through the use of multiple paths, tools, and supernatural powers, everyone's experience with these games will differ, making each playthrough unique and equally as adventurous. Set in the expansive steampunk city of Dunwall, the games are immersive, all while promoting experimentation and discussion with other gamers.
For detection registered.
Number 6, Thief.
But he quiets now.
Good.
Set in another steampunk world, the Thief series was unique to the stealth genre in that it emphasized an avoidance of confrontation. In 1998, a first-person game where you could fight but probably shouldn't because you'll die was a rather novel idea.
Hello? Anyone there?
Coming into the scene at a time when three-dimensional stealth games were still very rare, and perfecting the concept of sticking to the shadows, Thief can be considered a grandfather to the genre, and helped influence many games that would follow in its footsteps. Its very quiet footsteps.
Where art thou, villain?
Number 5, Batman Arkham series.
I've lost one of you idiots. Expected there.
Beginning with the widely acclaimed Arkham Asylum and finishing with the more lukewarm Arkham Knight, these games rose and dipped in quality throughout 4 entries. But when taken as a whole, the series can be seen as a revolution. They perfectly mixed brutal, fluid, and fast-paced combat with Batman's signature sneaky style. By emphasizing the use of gadgets, shadows, and stealth, players truly got a sense of what it would feel like to be Batman, and it was just as fun, if not better, than how we always envisioned it.
Check that weapons crate. I'm on it. Yeah.
Number 4, Deus Ex. Combining different styles, including RPG, action, and stealth, into one cohesive whole, the Deus Ex series is both brilliant and inventive. One of the main draws to the series is its freedom of choice. Players have the ability to combat an objective basically any way they see fit, whether it's walking in the front door guns a-blazing, stealthily making your way through a convenient vent, hacking a computer for access, or maybe just a combination of all of those.
I'm not leaving my 6 exposed. Give me something lethal.
Your call.
These games are a sandbox of creative choices, and by letting us loose in its playground, Deus Ex rewards intelligence and creativity, just like a good stealth series always should. Number 3, Hitman. Playing as Agent 47, a cloned assassin for hire, players must take advantage of a wide variety of options in order to fulfill their given contract killing. These games are well known for the imaginative ways to dispatch targets, allowing players to kill their contract however they see fit, and forcing them to improvise should things turn south. There are countless ways of killing a given target, whether it's forcefully, sneakily, by making it look like an accident, secretly poisoning them, well, you get the idea. Due to the choices presented to the player, these games provide hours upon hours of replayability, each playthrough more outrageous and innovative than the last.
I have a feeling it's going to be the one you'll be remembered for.
Number 2, Tom Clancy's Splinter Cell.
Why did you torture Morganhold?
The video game series that even your grandfather might have heard of. The Splinter Cell games are cornerstones of the stealth genre and have sold over 30 million copies, indicating their extreme popularity even with casual players. Playing as Sam Fisher of the Third Echelon, players must act like a secret agent and take out enemies without being detected, forcing them to naturally stick to the shadows and take the less obvious route. Sure, you can use your guns, but that's no fun and that's not why it's on this list, am I right? Remaining popular for well over a decade, this series is hugely influential, both in terms of the stealth genre and for video games as a whole. It's simply impossible to discuss stealth and not bring up Mr. Fisher.
It's been a while. Fisher? My God, man, you're getting old.
Before we sneak our way into our top pick, here are a few honorable mentions. Number 1, Metal Gear series.
A soldier needs to be strong in spirit, body, and technique. And the only thing you can learn from someone else is technique.
Was there ever any doubt? The granddaddy of the stealth genre and some of the greatest video games of all time, Snake's influence has certainly been pretty, solid.
Optic camouflage, huh? I hope that's not your only trick.
These games are often considered masterpieces, ranging from the rich characterizations to the deep, rewarding gameplay to wide-reaching and somewhat controversial storylines, not to mention those interesting fourth wall-breaking scenarios.
So, you like Suikoden?
These games helped popularize the stealth genre, turning it mainstream and perfecting the recipe along the way. Stealth games, including those mentioned before on this list, would arguably not be where they are today without the help of Metal Gear. Do you agree with our list? What do you think are the greatest stealth franchises? For more sneaky top 10s published every day, be sure to subscribe to WatchMojo.com.
Everything is in place. We can initiate whenever you wish.